What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, we're coming back to Gacharic Spin. Yes, indeed. Gacharic Spin fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity-bot, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Home Gnome and SMB, and this is actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, SMB. I hope you enjoy the show, man, and you as well, Home Gnome. They both want to see me react to this song by Gacharic Spin called Lock On. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, this sounds familiar to me, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Moo Metal, okay? And the video has 849 views. Not gonna get you there, sorry. Look, I'm sure the song is fine, okay? I'm sure the video's fine. I'm just saying, 849 views, not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Lock on. That's all I got. Look, this is the link that SMB gave me for this, so I'm hoping this is correct, okay? If it's not right, don't blame me. Look at SMB and ask him what's going on. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Pretend
so much going on. Oh, but it's all good. Here's the thing. It's all good stuff. My only complaint, honestly, is the rapid camera edits. The rapid shot edits. Whoever edited this video, maybe should have considered, I don't know, maybe staying on a single shot for longer than 2 seconds. I mean, but everything that's happening on the stage looks great. I love everything that's happening there. A lot of energy. A lot of energy. A lot of movement and motion. A lot of stage interaction. A lot of crowd interaction. All good stuff, okay? The bass line is sick. The thing is, the bass line really isn't that hard, though. Like, what she's playing isn't that difficult. 7 to the root, so the 7 underneath the root, 7 to the root, to the octave, to the 10 above the octave. So, doo-doo, and bow-doo, bow-dow, bow, bow, bow. It's not that tough. Doodle-dap-dap, 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 doodle-dap-dap. It's not tough. The popping and slapping is clean. It's tight. Got to give her that for sure. Flea does a lot of that same pattern. The 7 to the 1 to the octave to the 3rd above the octave. He does a lot of that too. And funny thing is, in the bass playing circles, that's affectionately known as the Flea riff. When people are learning how to pop and slap, like they'll hear Flea play, I'm like, I want to learn how to pop and slap like Flea. That's the riff you got to learn. It's not a hard riff to learn once you get the hang of it. Like once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. It's ridiculously easy. You just getting the hang of it is tough. It's going to take you a while to get it. But once you got it, and you'll never lose it. But it's nice to hear that riff being played as cleanly as it's being played. Very tight. Love her technique. She's not winding up and hammering with her thumb on the slap. Everything's really tight. Everything's in that closed little box where it should be. Like that. The crowd interactions off the chain. I mean, everything looks great. Everything sounds great. I have no complaint with what I'm hearing or seeing other than the rapid changing from camera angles. That's the only thing I'm not digging. Because it's like, I want to see more of this. And when I want to see more of that, it's already transitioned. I'm like, dang it. Go back.
You can't always get what you want.
Anyway, let's, oh wow, it's a short song too. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Actually modified it, not just the octave. Nice! I mean, it's fun to watch, man. It is. It's chaos. It is absolute chaos. But it's fun to watch chaos. It really is. Okay, let me get my thoughts together because there's a lot I have to process. But the thing is, like, everything I'm processing, I'll probably be able to shrink down to like 2 or 3 things. And we'll probably end up with a pretty short review at the end of the day. I just have to do a lot of condensing. So I'm not talking about the same thing in 5 different ways. You know what I mean? So let me get my thoughts together. Let me condense my thoughts down. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Gacharic Spin with Lock On. This was a request from Home Gnome and SMB, and this was actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, SMB. I hope you enjoyed the show, man, and you as well, Home Gnome. Okay, I thought about it. I did condense down, so hopefully we won't be here for 20 minutes. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully I can get this done in about 5 or between 5 and 10. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Let's get started with the score first. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.9. Yep, 8.9. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let's start with the song. Okay, let's start there. The song, really nice. Really, I liked it. I think it's a great song. Great energy, great drive, great flow. Everything flowed really well. Even at that speed, it never felt like it was going to lose control. You know what I mean? It never felt like we're going so fast and changing so rapidly that we're going to crash. I never felt that. I never felt that sense of uneasiness of, are we going to wreck here? I never felt it. Believe it or not, I actually felt kind of relaxed in it. It felt really nice, though. I really dug the vibe. I dug the energy. I dug the drive. It felt good just across the board. The bass line, the bass player doing the popping and slapping line, also known as the flea riff. She did a great job doing it. She really did. It was clean. It was tight. I was watching her popping and slapping technique. She really keeps it tight, man. She does. She doesn't wind up like I've seen a lot of other bass players do and hammer with her thumb on the string. There's no need to do that. If you're using your thumb properly, using your wrist properly, you literally just need to do like okay, here's the string, here's my thumb, right? Imagine this is the string, but it's literally this. That's all you need to do to get the proper thump. That's all you need to do. I love watching these bass players go boom like that. I'm just like, oh man, it's such overkill. But you know, it depends. Listen, if that works for them, great. That's wonderful. But like, you don't need it. It's not like you need to have this huge winder to get a nice thump. You really don't. Her technique was very tight, very clean, and relaxed. I mean, I know that sounds crazy to think, but if you watch her technique, you watch her hand, it's very fluid, very fluid. And I was like, that's clean, relaxed, not stiff technique. That's what you want as a popper and slapper. That is what you want. It was really nice to hear that bass line. Let me tell you, it was really, really well done. The guitar playing, really nice. I really like the tapping that she was doing. I wish she had done it more, but I understand it was a transitional thing, like going out of the pre-chorus into the chorus. She would always do this little tapping riff. Very nice, very, very clean. The drumming was solid. Got no issue with it. Some great fills from her. Vocally, everybody was sharing. I can't point out one vocalist in particular because everybody was like, the vocal assignments were so evenly spread out. If you were to ask me who was the lead vocalist,
You kidding me?
I honestly don't know. The drummer was singing. They had the 3 people up at the front that weren't playing any instruments, but they all had like the headset mics on. And they were all doing even parts. So I mean, it's tough for me to say who was the lead vocalist. I honestly couldn't tell you. But it sounded good. Everybody's vocal sounded just fine. I had no issue with anything was happening vocally. What really did this for me more than anything was the live show. And something I'm really starting to be drawn to with these ladies is their stage energy. Almost to the point of being chaotic. Now, here's the thing about that. I have a feeling part of the reason why it felt so chaotic was not so much what the girls were doing on stage. It wasn't so much what the ladies were doing. It was the rapid changing in camera angles. I think the rapid changing in camera angles really kind of made this feel a little more chaotic than it actually was. Don't get me wrong, what they were doing on stage still looked chaotic. A lot of movement and motion, a lot of stage energy being produced on that stage. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the camera angles almost took it to a point of being obnoxious. I mean, if I'm being honest, but that's not the girls' fault. That's the camera, that's the editing fault. That's the video editor, whoever edited this video. That's their fault because they took something that was already approaching chaos, not quite crossing that line, but because of the rapid changing, it made it go across. It did make it cross that line. It did make Wile E. Coyote take that one step too far on over the edge of the cliff, and next thing you know, down he goes into that until you can't see him anymore, and then you see that little puff of smoke, you know, when he does the impact. That's not the band's fault. That's not the song's fault. That's the video editor's fault. So I did take that into account. It didn't count against the girls, luckily. But I did notice it. And I tried my best to block that out and try to just take what I saw at face value. And what I saw was a lot of stage energy, a lot of stage interaction, a lot of interacting with each other, a lot of crowd interaction, a ton of crowd interaction, some great production with all that cryo being used, man. Yeah, great use of cryo jets. I really don't have any complaints about this. I'm giving it the 8.9. I know a lot of people are going, well, why didn't you put this up into the 9s? Because I've seen this band, Gacharic Spin. I've seen them do it bigger and better, and without the chaotic video edits, still having the same energy, still having the same drive, but even more, without relying on crazy video editing. You know what I mean? But it was still very enjoyable to watch. Absolutely. Yeah, I got no issue with this at all. This was fun. This was absolutely fun. Getting lost in it. And when I say everybody was involved, I mean everybody. Even the drummer back there was doing, like, it almost looked like she was dancing, you know, and pointing to the crowd and pointing to the sides and stuff. It looked like she was doing choreography while seated in her throne, you know? I mean, everybody on stage was being super active. Everybody on stage was having a lot of fun. Everybody on stage was projecting that fun into the crowd. And as a result, the crowd reciprocated and threw the energy back. And you got that cycle of energy going between the crowd and the stage. When you can achieve that, and I said this before on other performances, if you can achieve that, that's that symbiosis where you guys are really just taking energy and sending it back with even more. Then the crowd gets it and sends it back at you with even more. You really got something special going when you can get that. That's a really cool thing to get, and they absolutely got it here. Now, I feel good with that 8.9. I really do. I don't question it at all. And I know for a fact that that's the score that I believe this performance and the song deserves. So 8.9 is where we're at, and 8.9 is where we're going to stay. So 8.9, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.